Hey, everybody, it's Danny
Landon,
and we are,
Griswold Family Vacay.
and welcome to the Griswold Family Vacay Saturday Night Live variety show. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great Saturday. What did we do today?
Went to the zoo.
We went to the zoo, and we want to just real quick thank everybody who watched us. I wanted to go ahead and test out streaming live straight from YouTube. We've never tried that before, and actually, it worked out pretty well. The only thing we noticed was that since it was windy and it's windy a lot of the time here in Oklahoma, we realized that we need some kind of something to kind of block the wind when we do our live streams, and so we're actually going to end up buying what we now know is called a dead cat to help with that. So that was pretty interesting. But we did have a really good time, and thank everybody who watched this. We hope you guys are having a great Saturday.
What an inappropriate name.
Dead cat, no kidding, huh? And so let's go ahead and welcome in the chat. See who all we have here tonight. First person we see is Miss Sherry from Fantastic Travels. Hey, Sherry, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. See if I can get these names to pop up. Next person that I see tonight is Mr. Blaine, Really Creative Travel. Blaine says, hey, and welcome in all. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. And if you are new, consider connecting to the channel. Enjoy the show. Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate it, buddy, as always. Hey, Miss Lori, good to see you. Lori Sims says, just waiting for my slow cooker to finish with the beef stew so I can eat and watch. That sounds good.
Oh, that's that chat.
Yeah, just a little bit, huh?
No, a lot.
I know. And I'll come back to Blaine's statement here in a second. We actually are going to start a new segment tonight. We're going to try to do something a little bit different with our Saturday night show. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I'm interested to see how you guys think about it. So, Tammy, hey, Tammy, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Lori says 5 waiting. I know, that's pretty good, huh? Appreciate that. Hey, BDF, the BF. See that, Landon? It says BDF, the BFD. Mr. Keith. Big Disney fan, the big freaking deal. Hey, Keith, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Tommy, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Hey, all, favorite part? Okay, I'll come right back to that. Thank you so much. You know what? Let's go ahead and just start reading those right now. You guys might have noticed I posted a question up at the top of the I pinned a question to the top of the chat tonight. The new segment we're going to do is called 21 and 21. So every week we are going to talk about a new. Hey, can you turn that light off, please? Because every time I wave, I look like a ghost.
Really?
Yeah. See my hand?
Oh, yeah.
So can you just turn it off, please? Every week we're going to do something called 21 and 21. So we're going to be talking about 21 things related to travel in the year 2021. And tonight, for those of you, hopefully you guys noticed, we posted a question asking what your favorite national park is. So tonight I'm just going to run through a list of 21 national parks, and as I discuss each national park, I'm gonna discuss some that we have been to and some that we haven't been to. And as we talk about each national park, we'd love your input. So if you've been to it, let us know. Also, let us know some of your favorite things about each one, please. So Blaine answered the question. I was very shocked to see his answer. He said, favorite national park? May be a surprise, but Glacier National Park. When I see the photos taken from a few years ago, it makes me want to go back. Yes, indeed. Glacier National Park is amazing. I was actually just talking to Kimberly about that, and I know for a fact that I, for one, would like to go take a little national park vacation this summer. Seems like a good year to do that, and so Glacier would definitely be one that we'd like to go and spend some more time. We've been there once before. We went with my cousin who actually lives in Montana, but we didn't spend nearly enough time up there that we should have. So Tommy says his favorite national park is Bryce Canyon. Would like to get to Glacier one day. See, Bryce Canyon is actually one of the ones in Utah. Utah's got 5 national parks, and Bryce Canyon's one of them. But it's one of them that we have not been to. We've been to Arches and we've been to Canyonlands, but we have not been to Zion, Bryce Canyon, or Capitol Reef. So we'd love to go to those. Tommy says, Lori, dinner on yet? Lori's catching Landon eating some Oreo cookies. Yes, indeed. Hey, Najuma. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Ryan, good to see you, sir. Welcome in. I see a lot of you guys are supporters of us and Mr. Darren, our great friend and partner channel, Magnificent Germany with Darren as well. And Darren actually pulled a surprise on all of this and didn't go live tonight, but he is at his daughter's very first gymnastics competition. His daughter Grace, her very first gymnastics competition in Atlanta. So much luck to Grace, and safe travels to Darren and his family. So I hope everything turns out well with that. That's pretty exciting. Ford man here. Hey Kenneth, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. He says hello to everybody. Good to see, good to see. Hey, Down Under Cruisers, good to see you guys. Welcome in. Sean says, good day, Danny, and all. Well, good day to you, Mr. Sean. I hope Sunday is looking well so far. Ashley's World. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We got some more hellos. I think we're at the bottom, Lennon.
What?
I think we're at the bottom of the chat. All right, so just a couple of interesting things that happened on this date in history is that the Beatles performed their last live gig. It was a 42-minute concert on the roof of Apple Corp's headquarters in London in 1969. Another interesting thing about today is that the 8th and final part of Roots, which is the most watched U.S. entertainment show ever with 100 million viewers, aired on this day in 1977. And you guys may or may not know, but every single day is a holiday. And so today is National Croissant Day. Huh? It's your time. I'm just kidding. So if you guys right now, if you will, those that are in the chat, if you'll please type in for us your favorite national park. What is your favorite national park? And we'll go ahead and start talking about the list of 21 and 21 national parks. So Blaine said his was Glacier. Tommy said his was Bryce Canyon, but he would love to get to. Landon Ashley says hi to you. Landon will be back later, guys. But he also said he would love to get to Glacier. Mr. Sean says, my favorite national park is Sherbrooke Forest. I know none of you have been here to see it. Yep. For those that don't know, Mr. Sean, Down Under Cruisers, is exactly that. Him and his wife, Alana, are Down Under Cruisers. They actually live in Australia. So they're awesome. Go over and check them out. Watch their videos and live streams. You'll learn a whole lot about the country of Australia. So that's really fun. Ashley saying her favorite national park is Yosemite. Very cool. Tammy says Grand Teton and Yellowstone. Yes, indeed. Hey, Jeff. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. All right. So it looks like that's all we have for right now from you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and start going through the list. And again, if you guys if there's one that you've been to, please let us know and let us know a little bit about it as well. We're always trying to learn new things about national parks that we have never been to before. So we would love for you to share out any information that you have about the different national parks. Okay, so first off, hey Troy, welcome in, buddy. Troy says, hello all. My favorite national park would have to be the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. There is also a national forest. I really enjoy Red River Gorge. Very cool. Thank you. Kenny says, Warriors Path State Park is my favorite. Troy says, Cumberland Gap is a nice too. Yep. All right, so these national parks that I'm going to list tonight, guys, they're in no particular order at all. They're just, again, some of the national parks that we have been to and others that we have not been to, but we would like to get to. So with that being said, the first national park on my list tonight is Grand Teton National Park. And the reason that I have Grand Teton National Park is number one on my list is because Grand Teton National Park is my personal favorite national park. And it's part of the Rocky Mountain system. They're the most beautiful mountains in the whole United States, in my opinion. And if you don't know where Grand Teton National Park is, it sits in between Yellowstone National Park to the north and Jackson, Wyoming, which is part of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, to the south. And so I just love it. I love just being out in nature and the view of the mountains. It's amazing. So my number one for sure is Grand Teton National Park. Lori says, I do not have any favorites. Cannot remember the last time I went to one. Ashley says, my favorite part is Jenny Wiley State Park in Kentucky. Very nice. Ashley would like to visit. Yep, it's great. And the sad thing, Ashley, is, though, that a lot of people overlook Grand Teton. They'll go to Yellowstone. I mean, we did the same exact thing our very first time. They'll go to Yellowstone, but then they won't go to Grand Teton. They'll just overlook it. So with that being said, my second favorite national park, or another national park that you could visit, is, of course, Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park is probably the most popular national park in the entire United States. It's also the first national park. It's a great place to go to see wildlife. They also have, of course, the different thermal features, the geysers, the most famous one being Old Faithful, and a lot of pretty rivers and waterfalls and stuff like that. So it's another great place to go. Blaine says, I have a few on the list for 2021 for sure. That's why I will be getting the annual pass this year. Yep, and Blaine, here in just a little bit, when I'm done with the list, I'm actually going to talk about the different options that people have for getting a pass and how much it costs to go to the national parks and stuff like that. So just stick around, guys. Jeff says, I have been to 3 of the state parks in Rhode Island. Very cool, Jeff. That is awesome, buddy. All right, so Yellowstone and Grand Teton. My third national park on the list of 21 tonight is, Danny, you need a map so we could all map out these parks. You know what? That's not a bad idea. So Grand Teton National Park is in Wyoming. Yellowstone National Park is in Wyoming as well. It's also in Montana and Idaho. And Glacier is in Montana. Hey, Blake, welcome in, buddy. So then my number 3, Blaine's favorite, Glacier National Park. Glacier is awesome. It's actually in the northern part of Montana. Actually, part of it is in the Canada as well. It stretches all the way up into Canada. And one of the things that I really enjoyed most about Glacier National Park was the main road that you take there in Glacier is actually called Going to the Sun Road. And it really does feel like you're driving to the sun. They have waterfalls that are located right off the road. So it's very cool. When we were there, we saw some bighorn sheep. We also saw a grizzly bear, and Adric actually got very, very close to a mountain goat. The visitor center that they have there at Glacier, you can actually go on a walk behind it, on a hike, and it's actually you can go out and step on a glacier. And we did that, and when we did that, I mean, this mountain goat was very, very close to Adric. It was crazy. It was very cool. So that's something that we will always remember for sure. All right, I'm gonna share this. See if you guys can see it. I mean, we're here for you guys. You guys want a map? I'm gonna go ahead and share a map, and we'll see if it shows up and looks good for you. So let me get past this real fast, and then I'll share it, and we'll take a look. So Miss Lori, here you go. This is for you. Got to see if I can share the right one now. There it is. All right, so here's a list of all the national parks on a map right here. Okay, so far on my list, I've talked about Yellowstone National Park, which is right in around the Wyoming, Montana, Idaho area. I have talked about Grand Teton National Park, which is just south of Yellowstone in Wyoming. And I've also talked about Glacier, which is actually up here in the northern part of Montana. My number 4 national park is Rocky Mountain National Park on the list, and that is located in the great state of Colorado. Rocky Mountain National Park is probably the national park that I've been to the most. Being in Oklahoma, it's the closest by far of the larger national parks to our house. And so one of the things that we really liked about one of the things that I like about Rocky Mountain National Park is actually that is where Kimberly and I went on our honeymoon, was to Estes Park, Colorado, which is actually the town that you actually go through to get to Rocky Mountain National Park. So that's very special to me. Also, just driving through and seeing the mountains and seeing the wildlife that are there. And one of the things that was cool was you could actually feed chipmunks out of your hand. And that was something that I'll always remember as well. So Rocky Mountain National Park. Blaine says we will be going to the Congaree National Park here in South Carolina in the near future. Very cool. That's awesome. All right, so Rocky Mountain, which of course is in Colorado. Now we're going to talk about Arches National Park, which is in the great state of Utah. Arches National Park. And of course, what Arches is known for is all the arches that are there and all the different features due to erosion and stuff like that you can see there in Arches. It's a lot of fun. When you go to Arches, make sure you bring plenty of water, because the boys and I were actually out hiking and we didn't have enough water, and it can turn out to be a pretty bad deal. So make sure you have plenty of water. if you go hiking in Arches. And Adric and I actually hiked to the Delicate Arch, which is on the license plate for the state of Utah. It's probably the most famous arch that they have there in Arches National Park. And that one's a hike. It's about a 2-mile hike each way. And so make sure, number one, that you use the restroom before you go because I had to use the restroom the entire time and there was nowhere to do that. So it made that hike even tougher. And number two, you're actually going to be hiking on the side of a cliff for a little bit of that that hike. So be careful. But it's worth, once you get to it, it's amazing. It's awesome. Hey, Paula, welcome in. Good to see you. Van Vita, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't, please smack those thumbs up for us. We really appreciate that. All right, so then another one sticking in the state of Utah is Canyonlands National Park. And Canyonlands is just an amazing, you can drive, basically you drive and then you go and you look out and you're like on top of a bluff. And when you look down, you can see the Colorado River winding through and it's like a horseshoe bend kind of shape. And it's just amazing just to see it. You're basically just looking down into a canyon. And I mean, you'd have to be there to see it, but it's amazing. So that's another one. And then also another one of my personal favorites is in the great state of South Dakota, and that is Badlands National Park. Badlands is like nothing that you'll ever see before. It looks like something pretty much out of Star Wars. It's amazing. And another thing that I really like about Badlands is that if you're a big fan of bighorn sheep like I am, then they are everywhere in Badlands National Park. So, and it's also, Badlands is also known for having a lot of fossils, like dinosaur fossils and stuff like that. So that's another thing that's really cool. Let's see. Tommy says, liked Canyonlands a little more than Arches. Less people, and there's a killer bakery just off the road. Hey, that's cool, Tommy. Thanks for letting us know. See? That's awesome. Wandering Gypsy Vanner. Hey, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Howdy, howdy, Roy and Becky. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Francisco, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for being here. 20 people in the house. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome. Please just make sure you're smacking those thumbs up for us, sharing us out if you can. We'd very much appreciate that. Lori says, always carry TP on a hike along with water. Yep. Roy says, I see you have graduated to the thumbs down side. Yeah, we're always on the thumbs down side, Roy. That's all right, though. An interaction is an interaction. It doesn't matter if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We appreciate it. 23 thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. All right. So now my next one is Great Sand Dunes National Park. It's been a long time since I've been to the sand dunes, but they're actually in Colorado, and it's basically like a giant desert. Hey, John, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. It's cool. People can get like, you know how like in the snow you can go, what is that called? Not skiing, but snowboarding. People do that a lot in the sand dunes as well. Sandboarding, you can also do like dune buggies and other stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun for sure. So that's in Colorado. My next one is Carlsbad Caverns National Park. That's actually located in New Mexico. So that's something that's very cool as well. Just anytime you can go see caves and stuff like that is very cool. Of course, it's not the largest cave national park. That would be the Mammoth Caves in Kentucky, but it was still still cool. I was probably around Landon's age when I went there. Hey, Eric, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Okay, and then my next one is one that most of you guys have heard of. It's out there in the same state as good old Ford, Maine here, Kenneth Oaks, right outside of the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area, and that is the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And of course, one thing that's very cool about the Great Smoky Mountain National Park is that it is the most visited national park out of all the national parks. So it's another cool place. Supposedly, from what I hear from everybody else, is that it's a great place to see black bear. But we've been there. I've probably been there about 3 or 4 times in my life so far, and I haven't seen one there. Supposedly, Cades Cove would be the area to go to see those, but I haven't seen a single one. So, hey, Fatima, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Graham, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it very much. All right. So I'm just going to run through the first 10 national parks that I've mentioned, and for those that are just coming in. And if you guys have any information or any memories about these national parks, like if you visited them before or you have any kind of cool insight about them, please just type it in the chat and let us know. So number 1, I had Grand Teton National Park, which of course is located in Wyoming, just south of Yellowstone and just north of Jackson Hole. Number 2 is Yellowstone, which is in Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho, all 3 states. A lot of people don't know that Yellowstone is in 3 states. Number 3 is Glacier, which is in the northern part of Montana. It's actually Blaine's favorite national park. Number 4 is in the great state of Colorado, Rocky Mountain National Park. Number 5 and 6 are both in Utah. Arches National Park and Canyonlands National Park. Number 7 is in South Dakota, and that's Badlands National Park. Number 8 is in Colorado again, Great Sand Dunes National Park. Number 9 is in New Mexico, Carlsbad Caverns National Park. And number 10 is in Tennessee, and that is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So let me go back through the chat. I see some people were typing some stuff in, so I just want to go back and make sure that I see what you guys put. Tommy says, I suggest going up from the Townsend side and skip Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. Okay. Actually, Tommy, when we went to the Great Smoky Mountains last time, we actually entered through Cherokee, North Carolina. We actually went to the Outer Banks, and then on the way back home, we stopped in the Great Smoky Mountains, and so that wasn't bad, entering through the North Carolina side. Bayou Beast 6680, welcome in. Thank you for being here. How is Landon doing? Landon's doing great. He'll be here in just a second for his jokes. He was a little bit tired for sure after the zoo, and I don't know what was up with his shoe. I have no idea. I still don't know, but he hasn't complained about his foot at all. So thank you for asking, Fatima. Roy and Becky say Arizona is supposed to be the land of tarantulas too. We have yet to see one. Hey, that's a good thing, Roy, for sure. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you and Dangle are doing well. Lori says people take their off-road, etc., to the big sand dunes here in California. Huge motorcycle and other. Yes, you're exactly right. Hey, TJ, selling away with T&K. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much. Troy's asking, have I ever heard of La Conte Lodge in Great Smoky Mountains? It is a remote lodge that you must hike to. It sits on one of the highest peaks. That is awesome. I have heard of it, Troy, but I've never been to it. I hear other people. There's a lot of YouTubers that live up there in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, and I've heard them talking about it, but I've never been to it myself. That sounds cool, though. What's in the Smoky Mountains? Probably besides the wildlife and the Cades Cove, one of the things that we actually enjoy doing the most is going to a place called Klingman's Dome, which you take a hike up to like a observation deck, and I think it might be one of the highest areas in the Smoky Mountains, and you can just look out on the mountains and just see for a long ways, and it's really cool. But the only thing about that is Smoky Mountains are very foggy. Like I think that's probably one of the reasons they're called the Smoky Mountains, is because it looks like they're covered in smoke, so you can't really get a real clear picture. But it's cool. And another thing that I remember from the Smoky Mountains is that you can stand at a certain spot there, and if you're on one side of a sign, you're in North Carolina, and if you're on another side of the sign, you're in Tennessee. So we think that's pretty cool as well. 34 people in the house all of a sudden. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please smack those thumbs up, share us out. You can smack the thumbs down if you want. That's fine with us. People do it, but we'd appreciate it if you didn't. Let's see here. Fatima says Grand Canyon is beautiful too. Yep, that's on the list as well. Tommy says it can be a pretty strenuous hike and have to have reservations well in advance to stay. Pretty rustic. That's awesome. Johnny, hello from New Mexico. Hey, Johnny, good to see you. Welcome in. Johnny, don't forget, if you haven't yet, you and Kelly, let us know. You guys are going to be coming through, please. Eric says he loves Zion in Utah. Yep, we're really wanting to go. We're really wanting to go for sure, Eric, some point to Zion. If not this year, maybe sometime soon, because I know, and you might have done this. I think you did, actually. Zion would be a good place to stop on the way to Las Vegas. So that'd be a cool trip. Go to Las Vegas and Zion and Bryce Canyon and Grand Canyon as well. That'd be really cool. Troy says, the Appalachian Mountains of Tennessee and North Carolina, from a distance, there is a blue hue on the mountains. Yep, you're absolutely right. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Shelly says, hey, Shelly, good to see you. Hey, Danny. Hey, everyone. Good to see you, Shelly. Thanks for being here. Troy says there are 3 routes to hike up to that cabin. That's pretty neat. No one has done a video with scorpions glowing in the dark yet. It would be an awesome short. Hey, Fatima, I ever find some scorpions, I'd be glad to do one. We've been to La Cinte. That's cool. Johnny's driving right now through New Mexico. Very neat. Looks like y'all had a blast down there in Quartzsite, Johnny. I'm glad y'all had a great time. Sound like you were working hard, though, that's for sure. Doing a lot to help out a lot of people. That's awesome. Bayou Beast, Nancy says. All right, Roy, no problem, buddy. People saying hi to each other. That's awesome. There's another name I don't think I'd seen before. Musings at Midlife. I thought Yellowstone was stunning and I saw a grizzly. Yes, indeed. Hey, Musings at Midlife, over on our channel, we actually have some of our very first vlogs that are on our channel were from our trip to both Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks. And also, I did a short of some mama grizz and her 2 cubs at Yellowstone as well. So Eric says, Grand Canyon is the GOAT of national parks. You think so? I don't know, Eric. I would have to say Yellowstone is, but I don't know. Hey, Monarch Moments, Garrett, Michelle, Hannah, hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you guys. Gabe. Johnny says, love Zion. Awesome. Hey, Shanna. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Nancy says, I was just saying I want to fly to Texas and go to the World Casino. Try to see you, Danny, and your wife and Landon. Hey, you going to go to WinStar? I could probably meet you down there for sure. WinStar is cool. It's supposed to be the largest casino in the world, right? I think it is. Yeah, it's an awesome place for sure. Hey, Ryan, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in, Captain Akron 27. Good to see you. Eric says it's 3-hour drive. Love the drive, so beautiful, especially through Utah. Yes, sir. Indeed. More hellos going on. Very cool. Hey, Wanna Wonder, good to see you. Welcome in. Howdy, y'all. Well, hello to you. Thank you for being here. Oh, hey, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it, buddy. Your live stream today. Yeah, we were just checking out how live streaming from YouTube was, and we really liked it. The only problem we had was just because it's so darn windy here, but we're getting that fixed. And I actually, our good friends K&R Destinations recommended something to us to help get that fixed. So I bought that just now, and it should be here tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to getting that as well. Lori says, I learned how to snow ski in Bryan Head, Utah. Very cool. Musings at Midlife says, I was in Yellowstone over Memorial. Lucky, I hear it gets super crowded after school is out or the summer. It can get crowded. We've been in May. We've been in July. I think when we went in May, it was a lot less crowded, but it wasn't too bad at all. Even in July, you just have to kind of be able to work your way around and stuff. Hey, Daniel, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Eric's saying, haven't yet been to Yellowstone, really high on the bucket list, but Grand Canyon view is so breathtaking, right? The only time I've ever seen Grand Canyon, Eric, is when we flew over it going to Las Vegas, but I'd love to see it up close and in person as well. And I know Johnny's been hiking through Grand Canyon. I think she spent about 4 nights hiking through there. Danny, when are you coming, Sean? I don't know, man. That'd be a lot of fun to go to Australia someday, but I don't know. Right now, we're kind of talking a little bit about maybe going to Europe next summer, going back to Europe, because Kimberly she won a trip to Europe, so we're trying to get that all figured out. Even if it opens, who knows if it's even going to be open. What does being the GOAT mean? It means being the best. GOAT, G-O-A-T, is an acronym. It just means greatest of all time. Hey, Tyler. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Grand Canyon is a beauty for sure. Awe-inspiring. Yep. The sock, I know. The sock made it better. That's crazy. Ninja mode activated. Danny put his sock on it. Yep, indeed. That was crazy, but I'm glad. It did seem like I went back and I watched the replay of that live stream when we got home, and it did seem like the sock actually did make a difference. You're right, Johnny. Johnny says our van is named the GOAT. It is. Greatest of all time van. That's cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to move a little bit down the list. The next national parks that we have are Hot Springs National Park, which is actually in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I've been here several times, and it's by far the smallest national park in the United States. But it is, if you're someone that's a fan of Hot Springs, it's a really cool place because there's several of them there, not just one. Number 12 is Mesa Verde National Park. That's in Colorado. One thing that's really cool about Mesa Verde is it actually has, I'm trying to think, the houses, built into the side of the mountain, the cliff dwellings. So that's really a cool place to see as well. You can actually go and take a tour inside the cliff dwellings and all that. So that's really cool. Midlife. Did I miss midlife in the house? If I missed you guys, please say hello again, and I want to make sure I recognize you. But thank you so much for being here. Johnny says, "Love Mesa Verde, Colorado, Pueblo." Yeah, it was very interesting for sure. There is no doubt about that. All right, so Mesa Verde, and then you have White Sands National Park, which is in New Mexico. It's another really cool place. It's just out in the middle of New Mexico, and it's just white sand everywhere. It's kind of like the sand dunes in Colorado, but this sand is white. I mean, it's like Destin, Florida beach white. And it's another interesting thing about White Sands is right by White Sands is where they actually did the testing on the nuclear bombs back during World War II. That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought as well, Eric. Musings at Midlife say, I'm going to Isle Royale National Park this year. I'll let you know. Thank you. That'd be very cool. Lori says, Europe is the number one of places to visit. So much to see and do. Yeah. Wanna Wonder says, I want to visit my family in Hungary, Lori, but have never been to Europe yet. The musings at Midlife say, loved White Sands. It was super interesting. All right. So another one that I have is Glacier Bay National Park. This one's actually in Alaska. And when I visited this was actually in 2004, and I was on an Alaskan cruise through the Inside Passage. I was on I think it was Diamond Princess Cruise Line. That was actually my graduation gift from college from my grandpa. So he took me to Alaska on a cruise, and one of the stops that they made there was to Glacier Bay. We just stayed in the cruise ship, but everywhere you look, you'll see glaciers, you'll see icebergs, and you actually get to see the ice breaking off the iceberg and falling into the ocean. And it was amazing. We got to see a lot of wildlife there. We saw sea lions, we saw whales, we saw some bear, some grizz out on the banks, fishing for salmon and stuff like that. So it was a very cool place indeed. Number 15 is one that I haven't been to, but I know a lot of you guys, especially you guys out there on the West Coast, have probably been to, and that is Yosemite National Park. That one I think would be very cool to go and check out. Number 16 is one that I think it was Tommy that made mention to earlier, and that is the Bryce Canyon National Park there in Utah. And number 17 is also out in California, and that is Sequoia National Park. And what's cool about Sequoia National Park is it is home to the tallest tree, the General Sherman. So that would be very cool to go out and see all those giant sequoia trees. That'd be very cool. Let's see. Missing some things in the chat. Tommy says Glacier Bay is a must. Went up there on a cruise. The calving of the glaciers is something to hear. And yeah, you're right. The calving, that's what it's called. It's loud as heck. It's like gunshots. It's crazy. Hey, Ann, great to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, sorry I missed your stream earlier, John. I'll go back and watch it. I was actually at the zoo with Landon at the time, so. Didn't we have an Alaskan group cruise planned? we made a couple of attempts at it, John, but I think we were just planning on going with just us. But it actually, unfortunately, just like our spring break cruise, it also got canceled. So We're not going to be going there this year, but we will be going for sure one day soon, hopefully. Daniel says, haven't been to Yosemite, but have been to Kennedy Meadows, which is in the area. Okay, cool. Tommy says, yeah, the Hoodoo rock formations in Bryce are so totally odd and different. Great hiking and would be good for 4 hours or so for a visit. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know that, Tommy, because I was kind of wondering a lot of these national parks, exactly how much time people would recommend spending there. So appreciate that. My parents took an Alaskan cruise and took a small plane that landed on top of a glacier instead of going to Denali. Wow. That's pretty cool. Mount Hood is gorgeous, Ann says. Yep. All right, so then number 18, back to Alaska, is Denali, which somebody just made mention to, Mr. Tommy. No, Miss Lori made mention of Denali. That's someplace else that'd be cool to go to. Number 19 is down by our friends in Florida. And that's Everglades National Park. Go out there, maybe take an Airstream boat, airboat. Check out the gators and all the swamp life down there. That'd be awesome. Number 20 would be to go to Hawaii to see the Hawaiian volcanoes. And number 21 would be back to Utah for Zion National Park. Blaine says that Alaskan cruise being canceled just means longer time to attempt a group cruise in the future. Yeah, I don't know. We might. Miss Lori says, cannot miss the sequoia and redwoods in California. Visited many times growing up. Very cool. That's awesome. All right, so Eric says, just make sure you fill up for gas before you drive across. I bet so, Eric. What's going on, Raphael? Good to see you, buddy. Kahoot today? No, sir. That's every other week thing. We'll be doing it next Saturday. Tommy says there's an all-day outing into the road in Denali. You can see a ton of wildlife. Great way to spend your day. You spend about 12 hours on a school bus, so not the most comfortable. That sounds really cool, Tommy. Thank you. I'm going to go back through and the tips and the information that you guys are putting in here, I'm for sure going to be writing down when we make our future travel plans. So that's something very cool. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys chatting with us and being so interactive. We really appreciate that. Daniel says, what is Kahoot? It's just a kind of a trivia-based online game that we've been playing for the last probably 3 months. Daniel, it's a lot of fun. We do that every other Saturday night at 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's called Griswold Family Vacay Family Game Night. So that's it for my list of 21 national parks in 2021. So now, just to give you guys a little bit of information maybe about some of the pricing to visit the national parks. I can for sure say right now that if you plan on visiting more than one national park in a year, the best way to go would definitely be to buy the America the Beautiful annual pass, which is $80 for the entire year. The way that most national parks charge for people visiting in them is not by person, but by carload. And most of the national parks that do charge between $25 to $30 per car per day. Some national parks, like the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, however, do let you go for free. There is no charge. Some other things are that a new pass program grants U.S. military veterans and Gold Star families free access to national parks. So if you are a military veteran, you can go to the national parks for free of charge. Also this year, in 2021, fifth graders, so if you have a fifth grader or you have a family member that's a fifth grader, you guys can get into the national parks for free through August of 2021. Senior citizens can get a lifetime pass to the national parks, and that costs $80, and it's good for your lifetime. They have an access pass that says that U.S. citizens or permanent residents with permanent disabilities can receive an access pass. It's good for your lifetime as well. Applicants must provide documentation of permanent disability and residency or citizenship. And then they have a pass that is for people who like to volunteer, volunteer in the community and stuff like that. And that pass is free and it's valid for 12 months from the date of issue. You just have to provide documentation saying that you are a volunteer, how many hours you volunteered, and what you volunteered for. And also, there is a program called Every Kid in a Park, and that's an annual fourth grade pass. And that's something that we actually did with the year that Adric finished fourth grade. And that is that if you are in fourth grade, before the year you started fourth grade, in fourth grade, or the year after fourth grade, your entire family can go to the national parks that year for free with that pass. And so we went to probably 4 or 5 national parks that summer, and we all got in free just because Ajic was in fourth grade. So that was awesome. That was very, very cool. Also, some of the days that you can get into the national parks for free are January the 18th, which of course is the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. April 17th, which is the first day of National Park Week. August 4th, which is the anniversary of the Great American Outdoors Act. August the 25th, which is the birthday of the National Park Service. September 25th, which is National Public Lands Day. And November 11th, which of course is Veterans Day. So now let me read back through. I've seen some stuff I missed in the chat. Let me go back through and see. No, Death Valley. No. I was thinking about Death Valley, Troy, but man, I don't know if I want to go there. No, that's the hottest place in the United States, maybe the hottest place on earth. So no, I think I'm good on that. Let's see. Tommy sounds so amazing. I want to get that. Yeah, he's talking about Denali. Yep, indeed. Best time to go to Death Valley is to catch the spring flower blooms. We should have a stellar year with this rain we have had. Very cool. Hey, Raph, you have too many clothes to be Papa Mozo. Nice interview, though. Yep, indeed. Thank you for taking over for Papa Mozo and interviewing Anthony Simone yesterday, Raph. You did a great job, buddy. Hey, Lynn, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Johnny says that they're good. They're game for a group cruise anytime. All right, Johnny. We will let you know then. That would be a lot of fun. Dangle says my wife's daughter got some national zoo pass one year and visited zoos everywhere. That's cool too, Dangle. We're big fans of zoos for sure. Landon and I just went to the zoo today. Wanna Wonder says I have that pass. Got it for disabled persons. Allows you to get one on free, as well as whoever you go with. Limitations, of course, as I always buy lots of stickers at the gift shops. Tommy says, I hope you get there. It is well worth the time and money. We used Princess Cruise Lines when we went and added their land package. Yep. And says, yes, it is. Also get discounts for camping in national parks and Corps of Engineers. Tommy, was it the Glass Top Railroad? Musings up midlife, say, gotta run, but everyone take care. I enjoyed my first Griswold. Hey, thank you so much. It was an honor having you. Please make sure you click that red button down below. You are welcome anytime. Thank you so much. Oh, wow, I have to do that trip. What did it run for the package? And good question, and Dangle, this question's for you, buddy. Where do you get the zoo passes? Because that's something I might be interested in as well. Troy says, I have been to California 5 times. Every time it was to Fort Irwin. I have never visited anything off post, so I have a very narrow perspective of California. The first time to Fort Irwin, Death Valley, it snowed. When do we see the new zoo shorts? Probably pretty soon. I only have one, Raph, that I made today, but it's pretty funny, so I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to launch it. But one thing I want to do right now, guys, is something that we do each and every time that we go live. And after we do that, we're going to bring in Landon for his jokes. But I want to take time right now to thank my awesome friends and partner channels, Mr. Blaine with Really Creative Travel, Mr. Darren with Magnificent Germany with Darren, and our newest partner channel, Ford Man here, Mr. Kenneth Oakes, Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. I also want to thank our other partner channel, and this one I love very, very much, and that is Poxerine. If you don't know Poxerine, please go connect with him. That is my oldest son, Adric. And so what I ask is that if you guys are YouTube creators, I also want to thank all of our moderators for everything that you guys do. Y'all are amazing. And thank all of you for being here tonight and for your support. We really appreciate it. If you are a YouTube creator, at this time, please put #creator in the chat. If you are a supporter, which means you don't have any YouTube content of your own, you just enjoy watching YouTube, please put supporter. And I want to give a very special thank you to you supporters, because without you guys, there would be no YouTube at all. And if you see someone in the chat here tonight you are not connected or familiar with, please go over, watch a video. If you like what you see, leave a comment, subscribe, let them know we sent you. We would very much appreciate that. So let's see who we have in the house tonight. Raph says, I dig the updated logo. I may need a hat. Thank you, Raphael. Appreciate that. It's the same logo in the middle of the circle that we've always had. We just I just added, some color to it and then just changed it into a circle and put our channel name at the top and the year that we created the channel at the bottom. So thank you. Appreciate that. Ford Man here is the first creator and supporter that I see in the house. Another great channel, partner channel, friend of ours. Fatima, awesome supporter. Thank you so much. Down Under Cruisers, creator, supporter, and everything else. Miss Ann Holland, supporter. Hey, Landon, get off the chat and come do your jokes, man. Supporter. Keith, BDF, the BFD, creator and supporter. Johnny's Journey, creator. Travel Adventures with Eric B., creator and supporter. Rayleigh Creative Travel, creator. Tommy Dotson, creator or supporter. Mr. Graham Patterson, from the great country of Scotland, creator. Hey, Graham, by the way, do you watch the show called Outlanders? It's called Outlanders, right? Outlander. And if you do, what do you think of it? Then you got Mr. Lannon saying to Raphael, what's going on, YouTube? Miss Linda Oki saying on this one, supporter. Mr. Raphael saying creator and supporter of your channel. Yes, you are. Thank you so much.
#creator.
Hey, I don't think I said hi to you guys. Jesus loves UK. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. Supporters, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. As always. Midlife Journey creator. There's a name that's familiar to me. Please make sure you hit that red S if you're new. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Creators. Vizo saying hi to Kimberly without knowing that was actually this guy, Landon. So you better say hi to Raph.
Whatever.
Blaine saying we changed our logo a while back and people seem to like the established date, so I think it's a good look. Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate it. And saying hi to Ford Band. Ashley's World saying creator and supporter of your channel. Thank you very much, Ashley. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Midlife saying we watch it. Hey, Kelly. Says, hi, Danny, listening to While Johnny Drives. Very cool. Tommy Dotson's asking Graham, may I ask where in Scotland? Wife likes it better than me. Wanna Wonder, creator and supporter. Oh, you're talking about, I thought you were talking about our channel. I'm like, what? You talking about Outlander. Your wife likes it better than you. Yeah. I'm gonna give it my all watching Outlander for sure. I'm gonna give it my best because I am Scottish, so I should like it. Graham says he's from Aberdeenshire. Aberdeenshire. Did I miss the info on the National Zoo? No, I don't think you did. Daniel, if you're still here and you happen to know where those National Zoo passes come from, please type that in the chat for us, bud. Lori Sims, supporter. Lynn the Okie, creator and supporter. Yes, Outlander. Uh-oh, Landon. Walla Wonder's calling you cute stuff. You better say hi.
Hi.
3 hours north of Edinburgh. Very cool. That's awesome.
I want spider with you.
All right. So thank you guys. Now's the time that we've all been waiting for. No doubt about it.
Wait.
We're going to be here with Mr. Jokes with Landon. Before we do that, though, let me give a plug to my wife. And it is, if you're for an amazing environmentally friendly product, please check out Kimberly's Norwex page. The link for that is in the description below. Norwex is an awesome product. Click on that link, see what all they have, see what they offer. I guarantee you will not be sorry. It's very cool. I also want to mention that if you would like to help support our channel by grabbing some merch, please see the link in the description below. We just added a ton of new merchandise to our store. And you guys did notice I kind of updated the logo a little bit. And we have new hats out. This is our snapback hat that I have on. This is our trucker's hat that we have.
Is this old?
And so just go and, yeah, it's old. Check it out if you will. You don't have to buy anything, but we'd appreciate you stopping by. I also would like to invite everyone, if you have not, to please check out our Facebook group, which is called Griswold Family Vacay Traveling with Kids. We do a lot of interactive things on there. We post polls on there for our weekly trivias. This week, I think right now what's winning is 80s toys. So that, as of right now, will be the topic for next week's trivia. We have a creators corner where you're more than welcome to post your vlogs or your upcoming live streams and stuff like that. We encourage you to post pictures of your travels. If you find any articles that are interesting related to anything that has to do with travel or education, like for kids, we encourage you to post that as well. And so go and become a member of our Facebook group if you haven't. And we also encourage you to become a member of our Instagram family. And the Instagram account is the same name as our YouTube channel, Griswold Family Vacay. We also want to take the time right now to thank Mr. Dean at the Live Place for hosting us and over 130 other awesome family-friendly YouTube channels and creators. Basically, if you don't know what the Live Place is, it's your TV guide for YouTube. So go over there, check it out. Mr. Dean also has his own YouTube channel, which is called The Live Place. So go over, subscribe to him if you haven't. I'm sure he would very much appreciate that. And so now, what we need to do is go ahead and do our Jokes with Landon. And then we will go ahead and call it a night. So whenever you're ready, Landon. You got 26 people here waiting on you. Take your time.
Do that. Put it in.
Actually saying, can your wife host me a party, Danny? Huh?
Host.
You host Norwex party? Actually, for sure, just message me, email me at the email that's in the description or in the about part, or you can find me on Facebook. Message me about it, and I'll get you in contact with Kimberly. That would be awesome. I didn't know they had a YouTube TV channel guide. Yep, it's called theliveplace.com, man. It's not all RV channels, but it's Disney, it's cruising, it's a good old mix of all kinds of different things travel. So I bet that you would really enjoy checking that out. Any coffee cups? Yes, ma'am. We have all kinds of coffee cups over there. And the link for our merch shop is in the description below. But yeah, we have maybe, I don't know, we have quite a few different types of coffee cups for sure. Mr. Blaine's posting the Live Place or the Dreamer's Empire. Yeah. And there is the website for Mr. Dean's YouTube channel. Thank you for that, Blaine. Lynn the Yoki saying hi to Landon.
Hi.
All right, Bubba, you ready for your jokes?
Yes.
All right, first joke of the night. Mr. Landon.
What game did the
Coyote
like to play with the mouse?
Yes, you can message me on Instagram as well. That's more than fine. Repeat the joke one more time, Bubba.
What game did the coyote like to play with the mouse?
You got any answers coming in? That's it, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
No, that's close. Yeah, that's right. It's close to chase. We've got chase. We've got hide and seek. Those are close. Hide and seek is close. Hide and eat. Hide and eat.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Those are close, guys. The closest one that I see is chase. Think about what you play if you have like a football or a baseball. What do you play? Hey, Doreen, welcome in. Good to see you. Tag, that's close. Hey, there it is. Mr. Blainer. Correct answer is catch. I like Kenny's though. Did you see what Kenny put?
No.
Kenny put a pretty good one.
Hide and speak.
Hide and squeak.
Oh, squeak.
Because the mouse will squeak, right? Lori says tackle. All right, next joke. Number 2.
Why is a bear's nose in the middle of its face?
Why is the bear's nose in the middle of its face?
It.
Hey. Don't be telling people the answer now. That's where God put it. That's a good answer. To catch more honey. To sniff for honey.
Nope.
So he can see it.
Nope.
Let's see what everybody's putting in the chat. So he can smell better. Let's wait and see if anybody else has an answer. And
How
then
about this? The 2 Griswold family Vacay hats. This is blurry.
Yeah.
It's blurry.
What is?
The screen.
Yeah, I don't know why. Blaine got it. Look what Blaine put. He got it right.
It's for the center.
It's the center. That's right. Good job, Blaine.
Just like the sensor, but center.
It's the center.
Like the sensor, like it says sensor, but it said center.
Where else would it go? All right, Bubba. Number 3.
What do you get when you cross a porcupine with a bull snake?
What do you get if you cross a porcupine with a bull snake? Hey, you stay right here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fix the screen. It just needs to be wiped down. Sit up so they can see you. You're telling them the jokes. See if anybody gets it right. Give them a little bit of time.
Barbed wire is close.
Can I use this to wipe the screen hole?
Hey, it's how much feet you need to stay away from people right now. And barbed wire at the end.
Does that look better? Huh? Is that more clear?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to wash it or can I put it back?
All right. I'm just gonna tell them the answer. No one's getting it.
Are they getting close?
Yeah.
All right, go
A
ahead.
whole bunch are saying barbed wire. 6 feet of barbed wire. Barbed wire.
6 feet of barbed wire. Good job, guys.
I told them it was how long you needed to
Stay away.
stay away.
How far? Yeah.
And then barbed wire at the end.
All right, Bubba, next one. Number 3.
What do you get? Oh, wait. Why was the crow? No, we're on number 4, remember?
Oh, yeah, number 4, sorry.
Why was the crow perched on the telephone wire?
Why was the crow perched on the telephone wire? Fatima says you gave a great clue.
Thank you.
That looks a lot better there. I wiped that off, doesn't it? So that means the whole stream is look like all blurry because I didn't wipe my computer off? Man, Mom always says I have to keep it clean, huh? To make a call, to call his friends, to call, Hey, welcome back, Roy. Good to see you, buddy. It was making a call. All right, Ashley, I'll check it just as soon as we're off here, I promise. To catch a call. You guys are getting all really close. To give me hell with his loud caw calling his flock.
Okay.
You want to tell them? I don't think they're gonna get it. And the answer is
It wanted to make a long distance call.
it wanted to make a long distance call.
I said it faster.
I know.
It wanted to make a long distance call.
You did good. You did good.
Okay, that was slower. It wanted to make a long distance call. Alright, I said it.
All right, my last joke tonight. And then we're gonna do a little national park trivia, and then we'll be out. Last joke tonight, Landon, is
How did the big mountain know the little mountain was lying?
how did the big mountain know the little mountain was lying? He was crying. He was online. That's a good one. I like that, Roy. He was online. The one about the crow. He was online. That's pretty cool. Hey, welcome in, Robert. Good to see you. He was not high enough. He was telling a whopper. He was telling a whopper.
What's a Whopper? Is it like a flopper?
I know it's a cheeseburger.
A cheeseburger place?
No. Whoppers come from Burger King.
Oh.
He was not high enough.
It doesn't look like anybody's getting it.
No. You want to
It
go ahead and
was
tell him?
only a bluff.
It was only a bluff. All right. Good job, Bubba. Thank you. See you later, homeboy. No, you want to switch? All right, guys. So now we're just going to do a little bit of we're going to do a little bit of national park trivia if y'all want to stick around. I only have 7 questions. Then we're going to go and do a raid on somebody. So thank you. Everybody's telling you great jokes again, Landon.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm just going to ask you. Yeah, I'm good. Ref, of course, man. I'm just going to ask you guys a few national park questions, and then we will be out. And we'll be rating. I believe, I don't know. Blaine, can you please look and see who we should be rating, if you don't mind, sir? All right, so my first question is this. This national park is home to one of the tallest waterfalls in the world. Think you know the answer? Put it in the chat. This waterfall is home to one of the tallest waterfalls in the world.
Wow. Grand Teton.
Yosemite, there it is. Good job, guys.
You're welcome, Ashley.
Where do you get your channel schedule?
From a joke book. I'm just kidding.
Channel schedule, theliveplace.com. For our channel, I can just tell you, Fatima, and I think you pretty much know, we go live on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock Eastern time every week for trivia.
I thought it's 9 now.
We are live on Saturdays at 8 o'clock Eastern time for the show that we're doing right now. We're also on every other Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern time for Griswold family game night, which we play Kahoot. Let me welcome in James Ryan. Good to see you, man. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Guys, James Ryan, he doesn't have his own channel, but he is an awesome, awesome supporter. You go basically to any Disney channel on YouTube, you will see Mr. James Ryan there. He's awesome. He's an awesome person. He's an awesome moderator. So thank you so much, James, for being here. We are Disney as well, but we're not as Disney as a lot of other people are. That's for sure. All right. So my next question is number 2. Thank you, Kenny, for putting those links in there. Number 2. In 1872, President Ulysses S. Grant signed legislation to create this national park, which was the first national park. So you think you know this answer? Put it in, please. Hey, Clay, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I need to do more Disney videos. Yeah. We all need to do more Disney videos. Disney seems to be a pretty hot commodity, not only right now, but always. Yeah, the correct answer indeed is Yellowstone. Good job, Kelly. Yellowstone. All right, my next one is this. This national park is home to the General Sherman, the largest tree in the world by volume. Largest tree in the world by volume can be found at what national park? What did Blaine say? High on life?
Well, I got math is good today.
And the correct answer there is indeed Sequoia National Park. Looks like Miss Lori actually got it right first. Good job, Lori. Sequoia National Park. All right. Next question is the most visited national park with almost double the amount of visitors than any other national park. What national park is that? Most visited national park every year with almost double the amount of visitors than any other national park. We drove through one of those trees. Yeah, I heard you could do that. That's amazing. That's really cool. Yep, looks like Miss Kelly's at it again. Good job, Kelly. Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Yes, indeed. Awesome. Good job. All right. Next question is Mount Denali is the tallest point in North America, reaching 20,310 feet at the summit. What national park can you find Mount Denali? Holy cow! Kelly is on a roll. Miss Vanderella, Denali National Park. That's exactly right. Good job, Kelly. We're tearing this up. All right, guys, I've got 3 more. Next one is this. The Rio Grande serves as the path's southern boundary and an international border with Mexico in what national park? Not Grand Canyon, not Sequoia. Hey, Mr. James Ryan gets it with Big Bend National Park. Good job, James. That's actually in Tejas, Texas. Good job, guys. All right, next one. A red rock wonderland with over 2,000 natural stone arches and other unique formations. What national park is that? Yep, there it is. Midlife Journey gets that one first. Arches National Park. Great job. Good job. All right. And the last question of the night. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this trivia, we do trivia every Wednesday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Every Wednesday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And also every other Saturday night, we do a trivia called Kahoot for Griswold Family Vacay Family Game Night. Share us out. Tell your friends if you enjoy what you see tonight. We'd love to have them join us. Hey, Derek. Good to see you, buddy. All right, so last question of the night is Yosemite. Scratch that. You know what? I'll ask it to you like this, since I already said Yosemite. Yosemite is home to one of the tallest what in the world? Yosemite is home to one of the tallest what in the world? It's not trees. And it looks like Midlife Journey gets it right again with waterfalls. Great job. All right, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed tonight's show. I thank each and every one of you so much for being here tonight. Please make sure, if you haven't, to give us a thumbs up and share us out on your social media platforms or in your community tab or whatever. And we do have what's coming up next for us again is our trivia, which is going to be this coming Wednesday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. We also have a premiere coming out tomorrow, which is the third and final video from our series of Forest Heritage Center, which is actually at Beavers Bend State Park down in the southeast part of our great state of Oklahoma. So if you could check that out, we're going to be premiering that at 2 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. And so that's it for tonight. Let's see, Mr. Kenny put some channels and that we can go raid. I believe one of them was Miss there we go, Blaine. Griswold raid on Van Vita Travels at 10 o'clock Eastern. You got 30 minutes, I think, right now. You've got Van Life with Gina. Go over there to Miss Gina. Tell her Griswold Family Vacay sent you. And then at 10 o'clock, go over to Miss Paula at Van Vita Travels and let her know we sent you as well. And thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. We hope you liked the 21 and 21 segment. I had a lot of fun. There was a lot of really great discussion tonight. So thank you guys so much for that. I hope you guys have a very blessed Sunday tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Me, I'm going to go watch some Outlander with my wife. And so have a great night, everybody. Blaine says boondocking with Boomer. Mr. Lance is live as well. So go check him out if you want. You guys have plenty of choices tonight. So go check someone out. Tell them the Griswold family sent you. Thank you all so much. Have a great Saturday night. I hope you and your family have a very blessed Sunday. And make sure you go check out Mr. Kenny tomorrow night for his live stream. I believe that starts at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So go check him out. And as always, Landon, as always, take time to make memories. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.